Дамы и господа, приветствую всех, доброго времени суток. Продолжаем проходить Хогвартс. Идем по мейн-сюжетке. Так. Оп, взлетаем. Ускоряемся. Изучение тварей. Это типа Хагрид, да?
Welcome, everyone.
Приветствую тебя. Бист. О, это кто?
They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Switting.
Привет.
Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor.
Запиздила ее языком.
You can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches it.
Нет, не то. Вот.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better.
Это типа голова кота?
Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
Покушать? Да, он обрадовался.
The pellets taste like to Gerald. Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another
Давай,
piece.
что у тебя есть еще?
And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
Жумыры.
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Это какие-то гиперкоты, да? Ебать, они жесткие. Жмыр.
Oh, couple of these or whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
Это не троллит. Не смешно, понял? Чё?
Let's go.
Чеши отсюда, блядь. Пока я тебе пиздюлей не дал.
Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels, just as you did with Gerald.
Что с плащом случилось? Так, я вообще бы переоделся. Что у нас тут по снаряжению? Новые перчи. Ничего не дают. Новый аксесс хуже, чем наш. Шапочка. Шапочка пойдет. Будем опять лысый парень. Так. Это мы убираем. Пальто. Все понял. Нихуя себе. Что это такое? Белый маг, темный маг. На стиле погоняем. Наряды что-то новое есть. Что-нибудь лучше, чем наша чепуха. О, этот еще вообще недоступен. Надо сгонять будет, разучить все это. Так, пока что на стиле мы.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are.
Where you are. Да.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Я ничего не выучил.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way.
Да я как бы и сам могу разобраться. Слушай, что там? Подлетел бы и объяснил. Словами не поняли. Значит, будем разбираться по-другому.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now,
давай, чем будем заниматься?
Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare
some assignments
designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Хорошо. Спасибо.
Over here.
Так. Что есть у тебя? Да этих бичей я еще разнесу.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least that's what we decided it meant.
Так это низенькая.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
В лесу.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
О, это новое животное? Да, нет. Вот это вот. Гиппогриф или кто-нибудь еще?
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you. I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
Неожиданно, но приятно.
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Да-да-да, погнали, погнали.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
Сразу подлутали здесь. Кто здесь живет?
Stand back.
Ебический гиппогриф у тебя. Я тоже смогу на нем гонять.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
Привет.
Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Крыланна. Она такая довольная, вообще капец.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her
Так
again.
я спасу, и будет теперь мой питомец.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
Я узнаю.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find
Рассказывай, да,
Oh,
потом.
Very well, I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Поговорим, да, позже. Так. Основной квест выполнен. Оп, 21 левел. Все еще.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can.
Бля, может, хватит.
I would like your help with something.
Так. Так, это я сюда ставлю.
My sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you.
Да, сейчас пойдем. Разберемся, что у нас по квестам интересных. Себастьян, да. В тени поместья. Дейк. Хвать мешок. Угу. Так, подожди, мне нужно, короче... Подожди. А где этот, сметая конкурентов? Вот. На метлу пора раскочегарить. Чего? 1900? А чё так далеко? Есть вариант туда где-нибудь поближе? $1900 это слишком, блядь, неадекватно. Ебическая сила. Переместиться, но это единственный вариант поближе. Встретимся, да.
Revelio.
А это что такое? Что за лицо вот это непробиваемое? Так. Так. Сюда, тихонечко.
Revelio. Who lived here, I wonder? Confringo.
Акио.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Интересно.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
На.
Revelio.
Да, когда уже владеешь неплохими этими заклинаниями, становится вообще все изи просто. Не почувствовал эту шляпу. Так, здесь подсобрали.
Confringo. Revelio.
И сюда.
That wasn't so difficult.
Сколько их нужно открыть, мне интересно просто.
Revelio.
Так, подожди, это города или что? Или это лагеря, блядь, этих повстанцев тупорылых?
I would say that Irondale is not appropriate.
Да, это их лагеря.
I'll have taken your life before you even realize its cost.
Вы не можете войти, находясь рядом.
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain.
If it isn't the fastest Gryffindor.
Приветствую тебя, душнила. Сохраняемся и выносим ее по бырику.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Я не струшу, а ты?
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. Well,
Да?
they sit around and hope to be the best. I put in hours of practice.
А я не
No
тренируюсь.
one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game.
Хорошо.
Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
Decent challenge. Бля. О. Куда я, куда? У нас проблемы. Ебическая дурь. Оп. Сюда. Давай. Мы должны ее разъебать. Оп. Эмельда. Оп, сюда. Подлетаем. Вроде бы, в принципе, все. Неплохо. Что скажешь?
You've improved, I must admit.
Да.
That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people
Типа тебя, да?
get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve.
Увидимся, увидимся.
Visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start.
Что там насчет лидерборда?
Another successful flight.
Опять я второй. Там нужно все было собрать. Так, я хотел посмотреть на карте, где-нибудь здесь быстрый ТП открыть. Оп. Какой-то квест здесь чисто появился, не знаю как. Здравствуйте.
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing.
Что за загадка?
My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist.
Хочешь, чтобы я ее разгадал или что?
Today, when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
An archaic puzzle. Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumors surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving
Это то, что мы хотим сделать.
a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
Давай, я, конечно, займусь, но в чем вопрос-то?
Spirit of youth, I do hope you'll be able to solve the puzzle. If not for me, then in Greville's memory.
Угу.
I should look into the statue Madam Twiddle
Стой.
mentioned.
Что продаешь?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Oh, hello. The name is Porrick Haggerty, and this is my shop. What may I help you with?
I'd like to ask you about your shop, if you don't mind.
Certainly, that'd be fine. What would you like to know?
Давай, посмотри, что за товары у тебя.
What can I help you with today?
Ух ты, нихуя ты тут продаешь. Угу. Это все для улучшения. Понял. Хлам, ты не против? Я тебя солью. Все, по деньгам восстанавливаемся. Не, мне ничего у тебя покупать не надо, спасибо. Да, тут испытание Мерлина, а Мальвы нет.
This looks like the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. Why are there so many vases around it? I suppose I should try to find all the vases.
Revelio.
I think there should only be a few more vases.
Несколько ваз, да.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
I'm nearly finished. One more vase.
О, это гробница, да, опять психопатское испытание.
That's it. I should tell Madame Twiddle about what happened.
Боевая арена. Начать. Оп. Блять, вот это автонаводка их. На. Блять. Нельзя так делать. Бум. Бля, тут сложно, ебать. На. Бум.
That student defeated our encampment. There's that sneaky little student. You are terribly outmatched.
На.
Where'd you learn all those dark spells? Get up, baby. You've been there.
Ой-ой-ой. На. Блять.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Бать, эти пауки жесткие, нахуй.
Never seen a wizard use magic like that.
Бам. Иди сюда. Бум, нахуй. Топиройка. Ебать, тут плотненькие ребята. Нет. Нет, меня тут загасили. Ебать, тут урон, нахуй. Не-не-не, я приду сюда попозже. Тут пиздец, нахуй. 5-я волна. Вообще какие-то психи, нахуй. Сейчас просто потеть по 500 раз. Лучше пока по мейн сюжетке пойти. У нас здесь задание просто есть. Сначала сюда.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Испытание Мерлина. Вот, кстати, эти шары.
wonder who lives here.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Филдкрофт. Кого мы тут ждем? Вот. Вот и я. Себастьян.
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Бля, сейчас придется пешком хуярить, да?
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Я захожу.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Hey. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Что с ней такое-то?
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Revelio.
Excuse me, Mr. Sэллоу.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to
Может,
stop.
ты просто руки
He
опустил?
thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St.
Конечно.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do.
Да мы этим и занимаемся.
No idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Ничего.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, But I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home.
Помочь мы ей можем как-нибудь? Алло.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
Я помогу
I
тебе.
wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne
Потерял
and
надежду.
seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Пойдем.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Идем, нет.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Пойдем, я их разнесу. Что там? Какие там сторонники Ранрока? Работяги эти.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Можем ускориться? Пожалуйста. Спасибо.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Воин сторонников Ранрока. На, блядь. Бам. Ебать, шатают. Бам. Бум, нахуй, растворила. Акио. Вставай.
You've made your last mistake.
Проверим.
You fight about as well as a pumpkin. Such
На, чего ты там?
rather unwise coming back. You will suffer.
На, блядь, уродец. Ах ты, блядь, гондоний глаз.
nourishment. Losing you can't stop it. You won't stop me.
Чего ты хочешь-то? Растворила тебя? Чего ты такого не ожидал? Нормально. О, понял.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Давай, что тут есть?
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the ministry isn't doing more.
Министерство, блядь, вообще в этой игре, по-моему, ни в чем не хочет нахуй разбираться. Что меня нахуй чуть-чуть подраздражает. Нахуй вообще нужно это министерство.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself. Reparo.
Понял. Репаро не сработало. Репаро. Я знаю, кто здесь жил. Профессор Руквуд.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Как войти сюда? Все.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach.
Isidora.
She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey.
Да,
You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers.
Я не вижу их.
And this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Все, погнал.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply to do that. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Revelio. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Lumos.
Себастьян, ты как бы это...
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough.
Ничего, говорит, что ты говоришь, меня не удивляет.
I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here.
Не в ту же крипту.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Крипта, привет.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Нихуя себе. Исидора, что ты скрываешь? Древняя магия.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
Ничего мы не упускаем.
Let's have a look.
И я думаю, на этом, чтобы не затягивать серию, мы закончим. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Смотрите продолжение в следующей части, будет интересно. Всем удачи.